All right, the last in our advanced double sleeve attacks is basically just some more advanced follow-ups to the sit-down sweep. And now that we know the Berimbolo, we can start incorporating that into different aspects of our game. So if I've got Stefan in my spider guard and I decide to switch to my De La Riva, I go for my sit-down sweep here. Now, what are some options to finish him? I can go Berimbolo. And again, hopefully you see this idea of the progression of techniques. You have to know the Berimbolo before you can use that. So we could have shown that earlier when we first introduced the sit-down sweep, but it wouldn't have made sense, or it would have only been appropriate for those that are already familiar. So again, I want this to be useful for everybody, so hopefully it makes a little more sense now. So we're here, we create the angle, we sit him down, and now what am I going to do? My bottom hand grabs his ankle, my top hand grabs his belt or his collar, and I pull myself in. Now I reach for his back, and again, I can go up to mount, or I use my baby bolo hook to catch his knee with my ankle, and we force the back. So another option when we go for the sit-down sweep is to create the De La Riva, sit him down, and then when he lands, hook our top leg underneath his top leg or his near leg, kick and pull ourselves up. This creates a very strong version of the leg drag pass. What's the leg drag pass? The main idea, without getting into it in too much detail, and we're going to learn how to defend this in the last of our volumes, is that the person pulls both legs past us and now is not only past our guard but has exposed our back. So you see that we land in a very strong version of this where both legs are totally dead. This is a great way, I love it, another option for coming up from the sit-down sweep. And again, the idea is that you want to have an architecture for your game. You want to have an understanding of what should I be working on first, because the advanced moves are awesome and it's totally okay to work those first, but you will, I think, accelerate your progress and make sure that you don't have as many holes in your game if you have an A to Z kind of progression to follow. So from full speed, okay, so that's the conclusion of our double bicep spider guard series. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun to put this together. And again, we want to make the spider guard accessible to everyone, whether you're brand new to jiu-jitsu altogether, brand new to the gi, or just brand new to spider guard, or even an advanced spider guard player who just wants a few more tools to add to your game. And so I hope this was valuable. I hope you enjoyed the previous volume where we talked about the real basics, and especially for those that want to tighten up their omoplatas and triangles, that's you saw how much of a part of the game that those two attacks are. And then in the next volume, you're going to see so many more omoplata and triangle setups as we start going to what we call the next level spider guard, where we're changing the grips from double sleeve to collar spider, collar sleeve, reverse De La Riva. There's so many more ways to set up the omoplata specifically, but the triangle as well, that it's really valuable to have that in your back pocket. And then one of the most valuable things I think in this whole series is actually the last volume, where we talk about how do you prevent the person from breaking your grips in the first place. So how is the person going to pass? So as a passer, it's actually going to show you quite a bit of how to pass the spider guard and defeat the spider guard. But we're going to go really, as we talk about, we're going to go super micro on how do you prevent the person from passing your guard? How do you prevent the person from breaking your grips? And what are some attacks you can get as they do that? So it's been a lot of fun to put this together, and I hope it's been valuable. I hope you've enjoyed it as well.
I've really enjoyed the material we did today. I'm looking forward to the material we're doing tomorrow. I think it's important that the viewers realize how many years of work, how many thousands and thousands of hours on the mat and studying that this comes out of. Mm-hmm. And if you can take this material and start injecting it into your game, you can really short circuit or jump ahead. I mean, imagine if you had access to this material when you started 15 years ago. I can't imagine what you'd be showing now.
Yeah, no, it's...
you wouldn't be able to move for all the tournament bling weighing you down that you would wear continuously.
Spider guard's a position that we talked about earlier, but the first time I learned it, the next day I was using it in tournament, and it's so much fun. It gives you so much control, and yeah, if I had had access to a lot of these techniques, as we talked about, some of them I just learned in the last few years, and it totally revitalized the spider guard for me, and made it that much more dangerous. And now some of those moves are my go-to moves. They're my A game. So, I didn't want to hold anything back. I wanted to be very thorough in this because the way I like to learn as a student is not just to have a whole bunch of cool moves, but to really understand what's going on. And so hopefully, in addition to giving you a great game plan, this will allow you to really understand the complete game, especially for those higher level purple, brown, and black belts. I hope this is particularly useful when you're trying to add spider guard into your game if it's not already there. And of course, for the white and blue belts, I want this to be something that you enjoy learning, but something that makes sense. It's not too overwhelming. I know a lot of advanced instructionals can get a little crazy even for me. So hopefully this is accessible to everyone and valuable for everyone. And thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you again.